Well, I'm not really looking to offend people, Jake. It seems to be every once in a while that will happen, but I think I was, mistreated a little bit, but that's okay. And, I'm really honored. I'm honored by your call, and 22%, that's a big number. That's a really big number, and so it's a great honor. Thank you.
Not even a month ago, Governor Walk was leading in Iowa. Now he's in third place behind you and behind Dr. Ben Carson. Why do you think he slipped, and why do you think Carson's rising?
Well, if you look at Wisconsin, they're having some trouble. They have pretty big deficits, I think $2.2 billion, and that's a lot different than the $1 billion that they were supposed to make. So that hurts, obviously, and people are seeing the numbers. And there's been a lot of divisiveness, a lot of dissension, and it has not been an easy journey over there. It's a great state. I love the state, but it has not been an easy journey. So maybe people see that, and his numbers certainly have been affected, because you're right. About a month ago in a couple of polls, I was actually number 2, and I think I was number 3, and now I'm number 1 by quite a margin. So I'm very honored by that.
I want to give you an opportunity to respond to Rand Paul's ad, using your words, praising Hillary Clinton, talking about, this is more than 10 years ago, but talking about how you identified more as a Democrat. What's your response?
Well, sure. If you look at Hillary Clinton, I contributed to everybody. I was a businessman, a world-class businessman. I built a net worth of much more than $10 billion and deal all over the world, and I contributed to everybody, and I let that be known. And frankly, the people in the Tea Party, who I love so much, and they seem to like me a lot, everybody understands that. I mean, when I have to go for whatever it is, if I did not, and I'm not saying this is a good thing for the country, Jake, but if I go in for a meeting and I, let's say, stiff somebody, as the expression goes, when they come up to my office, all of a sudden I don't get treatment. So I don't think it's a great thing for the United States. I'm not sure that the system should work that way, but as a businessman, I did what other businessmen did, and I contributed to everybody. Everybody liked me. Everybody took my call, and I got what I wanted. If I go back in 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, they remember that. So that's important. As far as other elements are concerned of what you're saying, it's all old stuff. It's all old hat. And I think that's been very well vetted.
You want to get your response to something that Hillary Clinton had to say about your campaign. Take a listen.
It's all entertainment. I think he's having the time of his life, being up on that stage, saying whatever he wants to say, getting people excited, both for and against him. I didn't know him that well. I knew him. I knew him, and I happened to be planning to be in Florida, and I thought it'd be fun to go to his wedding because it's always entertaining. Now that he's running for president, it's a little more troubling.
It's a little more troubling. What's your reaction, sir?
Well, she is right about one thing. I am enjoying it. I was in last night, as you probably heard. In fact, you put it all over your show. I was in Michigan, and it was an amazing crowd. We had 3,000 people, and they turned away a tremendous number of people because the place just couldn't hold anymore. And it was an absolutely fabulous evening, and it was, standing ovations all over the place. I talked about the wall. I talked about China with the devaluation of their currency, which they did yesterday, which is shocking that they can get away with this. What they're doing to us is unbelievable with devaluation, and they're just taking the money right out of our pocket, and we have people who don't know what they're doing. We talked about the Iran deal and how pathetic it is, how bad it is, and we had a good time talking about horrible subjects, to be honest with you. It was, there's not a lot of good news for the United States.
Any response to Hillary Clinton saying that you've gone from entertaining to troubling?
Well, I think the poll numbers sort of indicate that maybe it's troubling for her. I think that I would be her, worst nightmare, in a sense. And I think nobody's been tougher on Hillary. I'm the one that said a long time ago to you, as a matter of fact, long before this has all come up with the FBI over the last few days, that what she did is a criminal act. There's no question about the fact that it's a criminal act. You look at General Petraeus, they destroyed his life over something much less. The documents were much less important, much less high level. What she did is a real problem for her. I don't know, frankly, that she'll be able to run, because it just looks to me that the whole email thing is a very criminal situation, and it could cause problems for years to come.